check connection is crazy. Check, check, check. You're he, you're he. You're he, you're he. You're he, you're he. Martin. I wonder if YouTube sorted itself out. I wonder if YouTube sorted itself out. I've been hearing everybody having problems with this commenting and things like this. Oh, there we go. I can see the chat room. I can see the chat room. Grand rising to you folks. Good afternoon, good morning, good night, wherever you are. Day one S, first one in the building. Kyle in the building. How we doing? Sister Kimberly in the building. Much love, much love. Max 7 dayer. Wicked. Uncle Rick in the building. Mr. Saturn in the building. Salutes, man. Salute, salutes. Big up to you folks. Nice and early. Nice and early. So what's the motive? What is the motive? It is I, London man, London McLovin, London Spilsberg. KJV the researcher. What's good? What's good? What is good? Almost 420 in USA. Whew. I'ma smoke something now, and I smoke in a few secs for you. Yeah, terrible weather today. We're not terrible, but weather hasn't been that great. I feel so run down. I feel so run down today. Earlier on was terrible. Couldn't even participate with the comment section. I had to end the live real early. It was at break though. It was only a break show, it was only a break, but it's good to interact with you folks. And then the live show earlier on, that was terrible. The day before, well, was it the day before? Did we have the same problem the day before? I think so. Maybe. I can't remember now. It's all coming too fast. But nevertheless, we're here again. We are here again. We are here again. Mm. So what's new with you people, man? Oh yeah, I gotta be inclusive before I start my shows, disclaimer. Right, everything is for entertainment purpose only, right? Do not take my word for it, right? Do not take my word for it. Entertainment purpose only. Let's get that out of the way. Now, anything new from the flat earthers? Anything new from the flat earthers? Hmm? Anything new from the globies? Anything new from the globies? Anything new from the rising earth? Natch, Z? Anything new from Natural Z? Mm, no. All right. Cool. Say no more. So yeah, this is just really one of those pop-up streams. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy. Said R.I.P. Z. What happened to Z? Anybody seen Z? Like he just left the world of YouTube. He left the YouTube world and left Nachiketa to defend for himself. Hmm? Wild. Tay Tay in the building. What's going on, Tay? Salute, bro. Big up. Yeah, Z just upped and walked out of this metaverse. He upped and walked out. What happened to the kid? He had a promising future. Mm? You had a promising future, Z. You singly-handed took down Jaren and that whole movement, right? You put a dent in that movement, and then you disappeared. You disappeared. Mm. Hope you come back soon. You know, I like when Z loses it. That's pretty cool. I like when he gets them up, gets them riled up. That shit's hilarious. But yeah, we miss you, Z. Come back and play. Come back and play. Take a walk on the wild side with us, Z. Come over to this moon thing we got going on. Come over to this eye thing we got going on. Out of everybody out there, right? Out of all these movements and these peoples out here, right? Z kind of understood me. He got it. He saw where I was coming from, right? But Z's not really gonna sit there and, entertain something that might be a myth, right? But he sees where I'm coming from. He's the only one that never mocked it. He's the only one that did not mock it. So yeah, I don't know. I got time for Z, right? Smart kid, very smart kid. Just don't know where he is. Mm. Grand old chat room. Been hearing people talk about this snow they've been getting, right? Everyone's like, "Oh, I got 6 feet of snow. Oh, I got snow. Oh, we got snow. It's been snowing here. It's been snowing. Really? Is that snow? Is that snow?" There's some people out there that beg to differ. They're saying, "Hey, it's not snow." They're saying it's not snow. What is real out here? What is real?
So just when you think things can't get stranger, they do. Posted on February 22nd by this account, it says, "This is all over Facebook. People are putting the snow and rain under a microscope, and the results are kind of bizarre."
Kind of got reset up. No big deal. Look at that. Look
Yuck. What is that?
at that.
So we are gonna do a little experiment, test the snow, what we see. Let me show you guys this. This is really weird.
We're going to be taking a look into what they found, but it's not just one person. It's a ton of people out there who feel as if there's something wrong with the snow. And it all starts around January, mainly in Texas and New York.
Look at that. When the hell did the snow start looking like that? That looks more like hailstones, right? And hailstones. That don't look like no snow. I remember being a child when snow used to come down in flakes. Anybody remember those good old days when snow used to come down in flakes? Now they're coming down in little spheres, like crazy.
This is not snow, boy. This is fake snow. This is fake.
I said you're not convinced it's real. Wow, it don't melt.
New York, it snowed on
Oh, take that back. Look at that. She's putting fire to that. She's putting fire to that. Ain't nothing happened. Look at that.
Wow, it don't melt.
Yeah, that shit don't melt. That shit don't melt.
New York, it snowed on January 15th. The snow still hasn't melted. How does the snow not melt for 25 days?
So I've been.
How does the snow not melt for 25 days? What? What do you mean 25 days? That's unheard of, right? Other than, those cold places where it just stays and sits there. What, 25 days? Like, what's going on? That's strange.
Been shoveling the snow for several days now, upwards of 8 to 9 feet. The texture of this is not like normal snow.
The snow's not melting. We finally, in the past, I don't know, multiple weeks, had a day of decent sunshine. But not only is this snow not gripping onto tree branches, there's a whole lot of getting found inside of it that
He said not only is the snow not gripping onto tree branches. I remember those days. I remember those days. Those were the flake days, right? When the snow used to come down in a flake. It would fall on a branch, on the leaf, and it would sit there. It would not just roll off the branch or the leaf. It would gather and gather and gather and gather and gather. Right? Now it just rolls off. It just rolls off.
I'm going to show you here in a second.
But apparently it's not just a feeling. People are actually grabbing the snow, testing it out, and saying that that's not snow.
Y'all, we got fake snow.
Why this shit fake?
Show them again.
Watch this. So this is
Styrofoam pieces.
This is styrofoam.
Styrofoam pieces. Ah, no. Styrofoam. What the hell's going on? That definitely looked like styrofoam. Then look at that. Look at that there. Let's zoom into that bitch. Right? When people say, oh, it's been snowing here for days and days, you really look at the snow, or you just think it's snow? All right? Are we looking at the snow, or are we just, not even looking at it? What are we doing? What is this shit? What is this shit? Look at that.
Styrofoam.
Styrofoam.
I've seen snow look like this.
Okay, explain this to me. That's a flamethrower. Okay, stop. How come it's not melting?
The man put a flamethrower to it and it's not melting. A flamethrower. What is going on? This shit is wild. What is real out here? What does real even mean?
So here I'm thinking maybe there is something wrong with the snow. But what exactly? Digging a bit deeper, I found out that microplastics are being found in the snow, and apparently in absurd quantities. Now maybe that explains the fake snow, right? But what if there's something else? What if there's more than just microplastics?
All right, we're going to melt down this plastic snow and we are going to get the lab results. Make sure you guys stick around to the end to see.
All right, it is completely evaporated.
So people in Texas were just testing what was in the new snow that was on the ground.
People are coming up with the craziest theories that the reason that we're seeing this fake snow, it's not just the microplastics. It's something else. Something that's not supposed to be there. So let's dig deeper and try to find out exactly what is going on. Let's start with the basic. And this would be how this all started around the end of the month of January. Searching a bit, I found out that this is one of the first videos from this account on January 24th of what he believes to be fake snow in Dallas, Texas. Let's take a look at this.
This is not snow, boy. This is fake stove. This is fake. They covering up the shit, bro. This is fake, boy. Look at this. This is fake. This is salt, bro. Fake.
Look at that. They just look like little pieces of sand. They look like white pieces of sand. All right? Albino sand. Salt, even. Salt. That's what that looked like.
Yeah. It actually looks kind of weird, I gotta tell you that. And the sound, I mean, the noise that it makes, yeah, it sounds like salt or at least rain.
Snow, boy. This is fake stove. This is fake.
So someone says that's sleet, freezing rain. I agree. That actually sounds like sleet. But then again, on that same day, on January 24th, this account posts this video. And she says, got a fresh snowball. It didn't melt at all, turned black and smelled like plastic. In 39 years of my life, I have never seen this happen.
Ready?
If you will. Oh my God.
It's not melting.
Not melting.
It's not melting. Smell like plastic?
Smells like plastic.
Oh my gosh, it smells just like plastic.
And it smells like plastic. So they're burning it. It's not melting, but it smells like plastic. Damn.
Oh my gosh.
It's turning
Smells like
black.
chemicals.
Wait a minute, let's see if anybody else is getting the same thing. Okay, so found this one coming in from January 27th.
Never in my life seen snow look like this.
Is it supposed
Look at that. That is not snow. You cannot tell me that is snow. Snow does not do that. It's never done that. Look at that.
Is it supposed to look like that or feel like that? It's kind of weird.
It's in Ohio. It's Dippin' Dots.
So this is coming in from Sheldon on January 26th, and he posted this video, and he also did a test.
All right, everyone's asking me to test the plastic snow in Canada. We just got a fresh snowfall here.
Okay.
Versus a torch lighter. So,
oh my gosh.
See.
Hey, what's going on, CC? Much love. Big up to you, man. Big up to you. Much love. Big up always. Do us a favor. Do as CC said. Hit that like button for your boy one time. Layla.
How it reacts with a torch lighter instead of just a regular bit lighter that I usually use and that I've been seeing a lot of people use all over the world. So we'll see. I've been having lots of people send me videos, saying, hey, don't eat the snow because it smells like plastic when we're burning.
It smells like plastic.
But I have never used a torch lighter before, so we're going to see just what it wants to do. I just want to make it nice and compact here. Got the torch lighter.
You got to be kidding me. It's bubbling.
Seems to be melting, but in a very weird way. Ooh. It's not burning black.
Okay.
But it is melting in a very strange way. I don't know if you guys can see. Try to get it up close here. Hold on. See if we can.
Okay, try to focus.
It's almost like it's bubbling. Like plastic. You know, like when plastic melts, kind of like shrinks, and it's not. There's no like water coming off of it. You know what I mean? Like, shouldn't it be like melting? Like, where's the water?
It's really weird, but the not melting, that has an explanation. It's called sublimation. It's when snow transforms into gas without passing through the liquid phase. However, this does not explain the plastic smell, and it doesn't explain the bubbling. Let's see what else we can find. So on January 27th, the next day, Sheldon posts another video. People start asking him to, well, send it to a lab. This is what he does.
All right, we're going to melt down this plastic snow and we are going to get the lab results. Make sure you guys stick around to the end to see what is actually going on.
Just gonna load it up here as much as possible.
It doesn't feel like snow, to be honest with you. Like, I know what snow feels like. I've been playing in it since I was a kid.
Yeah, there's a lot of people saying that.
All right. Things are definitely starting to happen here. We're seeing a little bit of water. All right, so it is liquid now. So what I want to do is just...
All right, so they had to put it in a pot and boil it down. Right, put it in the pot and boil it down. Like they're cooking up some dope in the pot, right? Cook it up, rock it up, cook it up till it lock up. Yo, Lizzo in the building. What's going on, Lizzo? Good to see you, man. How you doing? No, big up everybody in the chat room. Good to see you all. I can see comments coming through, so that means YouTube must be working, right? It must be fixed. That's good.
Just bring this to a boil and let it simmer, and then just get all the water out and see what remains at the bottom of this pot, like what we can kind of scrape up. We're almost there. We can see some black stuff in here, which is kind of interesting. I don't know what that is.
That's kind of weird. Look at that.
Talk about nanoparticles and all this stuff coming. Who knows? Who knows? But let's see what happens. All right, it is completely evaporated, and there is some residue at the bottom that we're going to scrape up now. And this residue is just caked to the bottom, so stay tuned. I'm going to try to scrape it later.
Yeah, so this is kind of crazy. I'm not sure if it proves anything, and I'm not sure exactly what it is that we're looking at here, but on February 6th or around that time, he posted the lab results, and it wasn't just him. This led to many people out there doing different lab tests and posting the results on Twitter. It also led to many people doing different kind of tests, checking the snow, and even looking into it through a microscope.
Oh, it kind of got reset up. No big deal. Look at that. Look at that.
Look at that.
Oh.
Look at that. Hiding. Hiding.
They won't even focus on.
Is he using UV light to see these things?
So, that's what's in your snow.
Yeah, but what is that? Oh my gosh.
That means that's what's in your river. That means that's what's in your lake. Look at them all. It's horrible. It's just horrible. So I got over here set up a little bowl, and I'm rather focused. And I'm going to pull some of this out, put it in there, and then we're going to look at it again. Okay?
Yeah, so that's pretty weird. I'm not sure what it is that we're looking at. He is apparently using UV light to see those things, and he wasn't the only one. On January 26th, he got this account posting a very similar video.
See, them lights are exposing the parasites.
We are gonna do a little experiment. So I'm gonna take you guys outside with me. We're gonna collect a little bit of this snow here. Watch out, please. So, all right, guys, we're getting set up to check our snow.
Thank you for collecting the snow with the cup and not with your hands, because that would mess up the results, I guess.
I learned this amazing
Would
trick
mess up
from
the
a
results.
renovation guy.
Yeah, what is real out here? Like, if they can make fake snow, right? I'm sure they can make fake anything else, right? Pretty sure. Anything else can be faked. If they can fake snow, you know.
Let's see what kind of shit they're putting in this. Not that I'll be able to know what they're putting in it, but we should just see water, right?
Yeah.
That's all we should see. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys watch me do this so nobody says I'm doing anything weird.
Okay.
Our clean microscope slide. We have our fresh snow from outside.
Perfect.
And we are just going to put a tiny bit on there. It's little rocks. Here's your relax, buddy.
That is a pretty expensive microscope. Does anyone know what microscope this is?
Let's see. Turn you guys over here so you can hopefully see what I'm seeing. All right. Let's start. Ooh. What the fuck is that?
Holy cow.
Something in it.
What is that?
Weird.
Is it moving? Come on, zoom in.
Let me show you guys this. I'm going to flip this camera around. All right, guys. This is really weird
Is it moving?
because these are not ice crystals. You can clearly see that that is water on my slide.
Wait, so... Okay, so I actually found a picture of how they look, and yeah.
That's how they look under a microscope. Yeah. Got a little pattern going on here. Yeah. Okay.
It looks a bit different.
Okay. These look like
That don't look like them under the microscope. That looks like something completely different. No way. No way.
like effing parasites or some type of plastic. And we are seeing these strange X shapes, okay, which look very similar to me, like a chromosome marker.
Yeah.
Shiny blue these are.
Chromosome.
Oh my gosh, that's pretty weird. Let's take a look at this. Found this one.
Ah, canning. Oh my lord, that's how it looks. Yeah, we knew it though, didn't we? Look at that. Look at that. Parasites, aka demons, apparently. Under the microscope. Under the microscope.
Okay, so could just be some sort of parasite. This one looks different. And then you got something like this. But I don't think it's the same thing. This one looks a little bit more like it. Not exactly the same thing, but still a bit more similar than the parasites.
This is how heavy metals
Hold on.
But still,
They got like the chromosome, the X, like the nucleus, like at the X. Look at what the hell are these? Okay. Let me take a snap of this one sec.
a bit more similar than the parasites.
This is how heavy metals show up in the blood.
So heavy metals. Okay, so these are heavy metals in the blood. Wait, so found this article from 2016 short film reveals how heavy metals resemble crystals under a microscope. But yeah, this is more like it.
Heavy metals resemble crystals. Oh, that's nice.
Look at that. Oh my gosh. That could actually be a formation of heavy metals or something like that, but I'm not sure. Someone says, looks like graphene. It actually looks a bit like it, but still this is not evidence. Let's see what else we can find. So on February 3rd, this account posted this video.
So the snow's not melting. We finally, in the past, I don't know, multiple weeks, had a day of decent sunshine. Well, that's gone away now. Now I'm looking at a white haze once again. But not only is this snow not gripping onto tree branches, there's a whole lot of shit getting found inside of it that I'm going to show you here in a second. Many people in my comments of that video are stating, well, we tried to burn it. It doesn't melt. A woman even left the snow in a cup in her house, which was 74 degrees in her house. It didn't melt.
Wait a second. She left inside her house and
Hold on.
It was 74 degrees.
This guy's face looks like he's wearing a mask for some reason. Is it just me or does anyone else see that? Looks like he's wearing a mask.
In her house. It didn't melt.
Wait a second. She left inside her house and it didn't melt?
In the house.
Cause Papa
Not melted down yet.
is not complete.
Oh my gosh. For how long?
Is real snow?
No, that's been in the house for a few days and it's not melting. Anybody got any snow outside their house right now? Has anybody got any snow outside right now? Go and have a look. Feel it. Investigate. Come back and tell us. Come back and tell us. Let us know. Take a picture. Send it in. Send it in. If you lot are real people, that is. All right? I mean, it's all good. We're watching this. It's entertaining. But can somebody run outside and have a check, please? Let me know.
I said you're not convinced it's real. Wow, they don't melt. Is it burning?
I smell it burning. Look at that.
That's crazy.
Yo, this is not snow, Joe.
Oh my
Now,
God.
y'all know me for real in real time. Y'all know me for real. Yeah, yo.
Yeah, you know, Unc. What up, Unc? What's up, man? We know you, Unc. Peace, peace.
This shit ain't real, G. We done brought this from outside.
Okay, it's not melting. We've talked about that. It's probably sublimation, but still, how long is that piece of snow inside of that house?
I broke it to the 4th floor, through the elevator, through the halls. Now let me get an ice cube out the refrigerator. That shit go melt.
Yeah, immediately. Yeah, I agree.
Y'all see this?
Yeah, that is crazy.
And it do smell like plastic.
Okay, that's even crazier.
Make justice of what dude was saying it smell like plastic, but I don't know what type of chemicals they're using.
Look at that. It's actually...
Look at that, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
So ice turned black. When does that start happening? Burning ice or snow, rather. Burning snow when it turns black. I cannot remember that happening. No way. that means there's something inside of it, right? Compound, something inside which is burning. That's some fake shit.
Y'all see that? It's a real bit. It's real, whatever they had outside.
Burnt mark, I think, is because of the benzene or some sort of gas that the BIC has. But still pretty weird.
Ain't no dripping.
The smell,
Ain't no dripping.
it's not dripping, nothing. That's pretty weird.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all, they making this shit, y'all.
How long do they have that thing inside of the house?
This shit is not real snow. Y'all think of bullshit. Go get you some outside.
So the crazy part is the smell and the texture. A lot of people talking about how it feels.
Yeah, and they're in Nashville, Tennessee, it looked like and sounded like. So they know what's up down there in Nashville, Tennessee. Salutes to you people.
Different, it smells different. And then you got the microscope. A lot of people noticing how there's something in there. They don't know what it is. It shouldn't be there. It could be pollution, sure.
I can turn your wildest ideas into a song. Just
Oh, can you now? Wildest ideas into a song. Thank you for that. Grand old chat room. What's happening? How we doing? How we doing? See some new faces down there. Welcome, welcome. Jeeps in the building. Much love. Logan, what's happening, my man? Peace to you, man. Skrill Sniper, big up. You tell me what's good. What's good? How we doing? How we doing? Piano in the building. Piano. Much love to you people, man. Arts Guy in the building. She just stepped in the building. We're there. Wicked. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Big up. Who else is down there? I hope I missed anybody. If I have, salutes to you and welcome. Oh.
Smells like burnt plastic. Well, read along. It's raining plastic, literally. Researchers found cloud water from mountaintops saturated with microplastics. Jeez, how did that happen? These particles act as seeds for ice, making storms form faster and stronger than nature intended. We have polluted the sky so bad we changed the fucking clouds. No, we didn't. They did. Scientists found microplastics in clouds that are actively changing the weather.
Wait a minute, is this real?
What? Microplastics changing the weather?
You gotta be kidding me. Microplastics impact cloud formation, likely affecting weather and climate. What? How long do we know this? 2024, it's actually recent. Microplastics may affect the weather and climate by producing clouds. What? So this is from November 2024. So this is actually a recent study. Looking into this, I found a pretty similar video. And this time, this is fake snow. Look at that. Look at that. So the fake snow actually looks...
Go back. Look at that fake snow. It looks like some type of powder. Like they've grounded something up, right? Look at it. Like they've mixed it up, ground it up, and it's just... What is that? That don't look like no snow.
Look at that. So the fake snow actually looks pretty much like the real snow that people are coining plastic snows. So it's pretty possible that we're already looking at a plastic snow. It could be just a coincidence, of course. But what about the lab results?
So the lab results are in from the crazy snowfall in Texas. Let's have a look at these water samples. Aluminum, 41.7, high levels of aluminum, high levels of barium, high levels of strontium, lead, and mercury, sulfur, which is normal, nitrates, and then the pH. Now, how is it that our snow is so high in these heavy metals?
Okay, so that kind of makes sense. Heavy metals. Could be the same thing we were seeing in the microscope, but still, are these normal numbers? Are these average numbers? Or are these above normal? And what about the date? The date was cut. I want to see the full date, and I want to know if this is real. But there are other people doing the same thing, and they're getting similar results. This account posted this on February 2nd. And these are the results. And in most of them, you can actually see these heavy metals like aluminium, barium, mercury, but still not sure if these levels are elevated. If they are, it could be a problem. And the question would be, how are they getting there? So this is what I found for now, but I want you to leave a comment. What do you think about all this? Don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel with notifications on for more videos like this. And I hope...
Yeah, cheers, my man. Good stuff. Snow, what the hell is that stuff? I don't even look forward to the snow anymore. I'm too old to even give a crap about that snow stuff. That was a kiddies thing, right? That was a kiddies thing. I don't take time out to play in the snow. I've got to go work in the snow sometimes. I've got to walk through the snow, all that crap. Who cares about the snow? That was a kiddie thing. I'm going to tell my children not to play in the snow from now on. All right? Not to play in the snow. You don't know what's falling on you. Remember those days when you used to open your mouth and let the snowflakes fall on your face or fall into your mouth, right? Try to eat the snowflakes when you was a child. You can't do that shit anymore. You can't do that anymore. It's all effed up. All effed up. Right? If these elites don't get you, the parasites will get you. Right? If the elites don't get you, the parasites will get you. Crazy world. So what's cracking? What is new? It's been a while since we touched base with The Godfather. He dropped something, how long ago? About a month ago. Yeah, let's get into some of The Godfather. What? Shit ain't playing. Wow. Oh, you don't want to play? Should we reload you? Ah, there you go.
Oh God, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I want every diabetic, including you, to know this. It sounds crazy, but give me 60 seconds. Ready to show off your live gameplay? Start streaming with Rumble Studio. It's easy,
We're watching a bit of The Godfather, aka Wim, God give Lemster. 420, I suppose. Right? If anybody wants that link, let me know on request and I'll drop that.
In my previous video, I said that half the time we are going back in time. Now, if this is true, why aren't we going backwards half of the time? 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. If I'm not mistaken, we are constantly walking forward. Let's try to solve it with this Freemasonic picture. Sun pillar, moon pillar, and the analemma. When you take the analemma, you can pull it in 2 pieces. When you flip horizontally the second part, it creates the sine wave. The only way you are going to get there in a 3D simulation is by rotating. The analemma is going from left to right. The pillars are switching position. Speed it up. In the sine wave, you have 2 movements. One movement is making a circle, and the second one is going up and down. Going up and down, making a circle. One part of the oscillation is darkness, and another one is light. This oscillation is giving you the checkerboard. The 2 most obvious oscillations, awake and asleep, death and alive. The reincarnation cycle.
What is the difference between AC and DC current, and which one is used for what purpose? Electricity that flows in one direction for half of its cycle period and in the opposite direction for the other half is called AC, or alternating current. On the other hand, electricity that always flows in the same direction is called DC current.
If we do slow motion, we can actually see the pulsing, the positive, negative, the constant change in polarity from the AC. So that's what the light bulbs are actually doing. It's just doing it really fast.
The frequency determines how often the waveform repeats in 1 second. For example, if the frequency is 50 Hz, it means that, in 1 second, the current is switching its direction back and forth for 50 times.
Let's replace the light bulb by the sun.
It's a lot of flickering.
Enter the moon phases.
Jeep says she bought a big snowball in the house. Anything interesting? Break it down, Jeep. What's inside of it?
Now every 29.5 days, the moon phases are starting all over again. This means you have 29.5 interruptions. And then you start a new cycle. Frames per second in television. It seems to me that the frames per second are close to the moon phases. If you double the moon phases, you get 60 Hertz.
Close to the moon phases. Okay, I thought, seems like everything leads back to the moon. Wouldn't you agree, Wims? Would you agree, rather?
Let's replace the analemma with the animal. Oscillation of front and back. Now, if you look in the internal mirror, you will see pairs of reflections. Reflection 1 is the reflection in the front mirror. Reflection 2 is the reflection of the second mirror into the first mirror. Remember, Earth is in a double-sided mirror ball.
Most definite. I like this. I like this. What are they showing us? Concave system. Right, it's showing us a concave system. When I see this, it reminds me of the Hollow Earth stuff, right? It reminds me of stuff like this. Right, the globe, the lens, the celestial vault, a sphere within a sphere within a sphere, right?
Let's presume that the frontal mirror image is the moon and the back image is the sun. Red and blue. Every head holds half of the analemma, the sine wave. Inside the mirror ball, you have an oscillation of mirror images. Let's consider
Mirror images, right? Even when I hear that, I think of, you know, the shells, the layers, right? Different layers is like another mirror, right? When you get into the nucleus and the lens, the envelope, the way how it covers it, many layers could be many mirrors possibly, right? What do I mean by that? I mean something like this, right? You get the nucleus in the center, then you have the external layers, right? Imagine each layer being almost like a mirror, right? Many mirrors. All right. Mirror, crystalline material.
Concentrate on the frontal mirror image. The moon. The blue head. Put all the blue heads on a piece of paper. Between every blue head, there is a red head. That is the period that the oscillation is on the other side. When you put all the blue heads in the machine, you get this effect. This also means that there is an inverted reality, the other side, the redhead reality. Let's say in the blue reality, you are awake. Now you are asleep. Or in another oscillation, now you are dead. And now you just reincarnated. Every second might be an oscillation. Every week, every month, every year, an oscillation.
There we go. The Russian nesting dolls. All right. That's another representation of the construct, I believe. All right. Whoever created this was showing us something. Mother inside mother inside mother inside mother, right?
Oscillation in an oscillation in an oscillation. The word Yahweh. Some time ago I saw a video. In this video they were showing the old Greek writing Yahweh. Well, it was a shock. I realized Yahweh is all the vowels of the alphabet. And there are 5 of them.
That's interesting. Yahweh is all the vowels. Okay. Interesting.
Realized Yahweh is all the vowels of the alphabet. And there are 5 of them.
If our object is moving towards a stationary observer, these bunched up waves are observed at a high frequency, and if the object is moving away from a stationary observer, the waves are observed at a lower frequency. So that is the Doppler effect.
You have the old geocentric model. Moon, Sun, and 5 craters. Take a look again at the depiction of our crater. The bull and the pentagram. If our crater is related.
The bull and the pentagram. I said that the other day that the pentagram ties back to what? The eye. Now remember, the bull is a representation of what? Right? The moon. Everything ties back to the eye. Right? Everything ties back to the moon. Jeez, okay.
Related to the bull and the pentagram is related to Yahweh, why the hell are these people revering the Solomon Star? In my view, the Solomon Star is the symbol of the oscillation. The checkerboard. The foreleg of the bull. This is the symbol of you being a sacrifice. Let's recapitulate the foreleg of the bull. Torch down, low frequency. Torch up, high frequency. Well, now I realize that the word football is actually the foreleg of the bull. The football.
See it there? Everything leads back to the bull. It leads back to the bull. It does. I'm telling you, the moon leads back to the crescent. One big moon story, bro. Jeez.
Football pitch is the oscillator. The ball is the analemma. Torch up, torch down. Now, if this oscillation is playing on the bigger Earth, then it also has to play inside our brain. Let's have a dissection of the brain, and you know the story, of course, this being the Eye of Horus. Now, I have another idea. If there is a foreleg of the bull in the center of the Dendera zodiac, there has to be a foreleg of the bull inside our brain. What would it be? What do you think of the medulla oblongata? The solution might be the story of Set. Set was transformed into a sacrificial red ox. His foreleg was cut off and thrown into the sky. Take a look at the bird-like silhouette inside our brain. It looks like the was scepter. Think about tuning forks. What if our spinal cord and the medulla are actually resonators? What if our brain were in Yahweh resonation? And an electrical current starts disturbing this resonation. An electrical overlay.
What he created was dubbed the magnetoelectric machine. A crank turned a strong horseshoe magnet in circles, and these magnets would interact with not one, but two coils of wire. Since the magnet wasn't going inside the coil like in Faraday's experiment, Mr. Pixie placed an iron core inside both coils, which helps direct the magnetic fields of the magnet into the windings of the coil, helping induce the electricity.
The edge of our crater.
There's the ship again. There's the celestial ship. Hold on, what was the first one? Okay, between the pillars. Yeah, move that. The crown, cornea, corona. Okay, the lion's gate. The castle. Now I mentioned the castle briefly. The castle is the car cell, right? The light cell, car, light, and cell, car cell, right? Then the lion, obviously, the lion's gate, the lens. I'm not too sure what the stripes represent at this moment in time. The chains, I would think. I'm not too sure actually what the chains represent. I've heard something once, but it didn't stick with me. But I'm guessing something like chain and ball, right? A chain and ball, right? The ball, bow, and chain, chain and ball. That's what I'm getting from that. Or ball and chain, however the phrase goes. But yes, this one right here. What did he call this one? Edge of the crater. No way. Did you call this edge of the crater?
Edge of our crater.
Wow. Why would you call it that? What am I missing here with this picture? Edge of our crater. I see the pillars again. Right? 1, 0, 1. That's another representation of the moon. Right? So it's calling it the edge of our crater. It's interesting. The celestial ship is another word for the arc, the moon, the lens. Right? The celestial ship. You're probably seeing a ship here representing the moon.
Two pillars, two coils. Water on the right, water on the left. Around the old crater, you have the ocean. Water is very positive. The pillars of Hercules. Two pillars on an island reminds me of the Twin Towers.
Wim, I don't know how you're doing this, what type of software you got, but man, that is awesome. That shit is awesome. Let me take that back.
Positive and negative is constantly switching. The pillars of Hercules. Two pillars on an island.
Ooh, look at that. How you doing this?
Reminds me of the Twin Towers. Around the Disney crater, there is a railroad track. Wasn't the Industrial Revolution starting with the train? Are you conquering native land by disturbing the organic lines? Could it be possible that these two pillars are creating the electrical grid? The Atlantis overlay. Pandora's box. The electrical gods are creating a new
Pandora's box as well, right? I think Pandora, excuse me, Pandora is just another word for the egg, right? When you're speaking of the box, you're speaking of the egg, right? The egg.
new world. The voice of the electrical god, Ra.
Call in that video, I also strongly warned you guys that I was hearing the Rivers of America, Tom Sawyer Island, and the Liberty Bell were at high risk of demolition, and to make sure to check them out before it's too late.
In this aerial video shot by BioReconstruct, you can see what remains of the Rivers of America as of November 30th.
There you go. These are the places where you can find Rumble, BitChute, what else? Oh, didn't know he was on that. I knew he was on the Odyssey. Hmm. Oh, I stopped that there. I don't know what happened to Screen went crazy. That back up. There we are. Grand old chat room. What's happening? Salutes to Wim. I like new stuff. That was new stuff by Wim. Right? New stuff. Always got new connections, Wim. I like it. I'm a big fan of Wim. We came from the Wim class, you know. Good stuff. Good stuff, Mr. Wim. He's the reason why we're here, I suppose, right? Wim is the reason why most of us are even here. Covering these topics, talking that talk, you know. 420 if you got that. Top Cat in the building. How you doing? Salute to you, man. Salutes. Hey, when you gonna come up and give us some of that new stuff you got? The folks are waiting. They are waiting. Flower in the building. How we doing? RCL equal carousel. Oh, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah. Just like the light, right? The carousel. The light got the sun. Well, what we perceive as the sun goes around just like a carousel, right? It goes around like a carousel. So yeah, I can see that. Most definite. Now in between two pillars. Good stuff. Brian in the building. How we doing? Salutes. Yeah, moon matter, mother, water, portal. Alright, this is the thing, right? This is the thing. I wonder when Wim is gonna come with the eye. I really do. I wonder if he's made that connection yet. I wonder whether Wim's made that connection, because we've made that connection, right? We've made that connection, and you know, at this moment, from what I can see, the eye seems to be the best model out here. Right? It seems to be one of the best models out here. The story is about you and I. Right? Man, woman. So therefore, it is written in the stars, and the stars are apparently meant to be in our eyes also, right? Marky Mark in the building. What's going on? Player. What's going on? Salutes. Got my UK folks in the building. Salutes to the people in the UK. Salutes to the people in the US of A. Salutes to the people in the land down under. Hey, land down under. Yeah, man. It all leads back to the eye is what I'm trying to say. I wonder if Wim's made that connection yet, right? We've made that connection. Ants in the building. How you doing, Ants? I mean, even when you look at some of these old maps, right? Let's take the how would you call it? The reflection map, as they would say, right? The plasma map, right? Even that's got some stuff in it that's kind of pointing to, you know, the eye, right? I pointed it out before, right? This map right here is very telling, right? Very telling. If you look right over here, showing you the eye. You know what? Let's go over here. Let's go over here and look at it. Hold on a second. Boom. All right, this is what they're showing us. How does one look like an eye And then the other one looks like an eye. Right? How does one look like an eye and the other one also looks like an eye? But one of them is meant to be the earth, the globe, right? The globe. You see what's going on here? The globe, yeah, it's meant to be this, the globe. The human eye. Right? Now, this is where my mind likes to go with it. I can't just stay on flat earth and a dome. Right? I can't just stay on flat earth and a dome. Has to be much more. Has to be. Everything leads back to the eye, even orbit. Right? They say, you know, we have to go into orbit, into space, upper orbit, lower orbit. But you have orbit that surrounds the eye. Right? Now, if we live on a globe, right? If we live on a globe, you can go anywhere and get into orbit, right? It's what they're showing us. Orbit surrounds us. So if you're down in Australia, you can go down into orbit. If you're up here in America, out to orbit, right? But it's an eye is what I'm trying to say, right? It's the eye. Everything leads back to the eye. Why is that? Why is that? Why does everything lead back to the eye? Better yet, why does everything lead back to the moon? Why does everything lead back to the moon? Maybe because the moon is the lens. Maybe because the moon is the lens. What they're showing us, right? Hidden in plain sight. So you got the lens here, right? And then you got the lens in this globe. This globe here, this representation of the earth, it has a lens. It has a lens inside of the earth. Don't act like you don't see it. Stop it. Get some help. Wild, right? This one's even showing the spiral, the vortex. It might be somewhat of the black sun. It's got some light reflecting off the cornea, which is creating like a pyramid. It's creating a pyramid. Creating a pyramid. This shit reminds me of hold on, because my boy sent me something, Ant sent me something the other day. This reminds me of that thing. Where's it gone? Excuse me, folks, just looking for something. Yep, that's the one. Yeah. So look what they're showing you, right? Remember the UFO, right? The UFO. Look at the lens, look at the shape of it, right? Look what they're showing you. Right, look what they're showing you, right? And we go over here now.
right? Now, from what I'm seeing, the lens is the moon, just like the lens in your eye, right?
Oh, there we go. Okay. That can work too, but that's not what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Ah, there you go. Yeah. There you go. The arrival. Look at the shape. Look at the lens, right? Maybe they're gonna cap us. Yeah. Maybe they're gonna cap us. Put a lens over your boy. Put you under the dome now. That almost looked like a dome if you turn it the other way, right? But a lens. Right? A lens. The moon. Look at the half moon. Look at the crescent. Right? And then I guess this would be the dark side of the moon. All right. I guess that would be the dark side of the moon, right? And I like that. Gonna cap us, right?
The lens.
Right, let's take that back. So this is what we're looking at. This is what we could be looking at. Something like this, right? See the shape of it, what they're trying to describe? Good stuff, Ant. Yeah, good stuff. It's like the dome or cap.
Inside the eye.
Inside the eye, right? Look at that. I don't make the rules. I just show you. I just show you. Look at that. Beautiful. Hidden in plain sight, right? They ain't gonna give it to you like London. London and the gang. London and the gang. Class of 25, 2026. Loving it. You folks are really paying attention. Some real moon folks down there. It all leads back to the eye. Where was we? Not that one.
Giant skeletons, populated towns, and a green fertile Antarctica on maps that sailors bet their lives on. After showing you how Greenland hides 500 years of history under ice, I kept digging into polar mysteries. What I found about Antarctica is even more disturbing. I found navigation charts from the 1570s showing something that shouldn't exist. Antarctica covered with town names: Lago Delos, Sierra de Monadas, Malcosudo, real settlements marked on maps captains used to cross oceans. These weren't fantasy drawings, these were practical tools for survival at sea. But according to everything we learned in school, Antarctica has been frozen for millions of years and was only discovered in the 1800s. So either every navigator from the 1500s was lying on their working maps, or something massive happened that erased an entire continent from our history.
Nah, I think they was all lying. Yeah, I think they was all lying. I'm gonna put it out there. I think they was all lying. Nah, I'm joking. Something fishy definitely is going on. Something fishy is going on, eh? Everything's mapped out. Look at that. Names everywhere.
Let me show you what I found. A 1570 map shows Terra del Fuego, which today is just a frozen southern tip of Argentina, as part of a much larger Antarctic landmass. The two continents were connected. You could walk straight from South America into Antarctica. No ice barrier, no frozen wasteland, just continuous land. Dutch
Yeah, you can walk. You can walk across. Apparently, there were some people that came from India. They reckon they walked from India into the Americas, right? The only way that's possible, in my opinion, is the moon map. I don't know how they managed to do it, but they must have been looking at a moon map. They have to have been looking at a moon map, right? A globe wouldn't make you walk around, the world. A moon map, on the other hand, yeah, different. You can walk around the cosmos with a moon map.
Dutch navigator Willem Schouten published a book in 1619 with engravings from his voyage to southern Patagonia, which back then extended into what we now call Antarctica. One image shows humans examining a giant skeleton.
Look at that. Giant skeleton, yeah, look at that.
The skull alone dwarfs the normal-sized people standing beside it.
Yeah, look at that. Crazy. The head's gone, the headless giant, right? The headless giant. What if that's us down there in that head? Right, the upper room. Damn. Corpus callosum, look at that. That's what you would call an egg right there.
The same engraving shows birds larger than ships and penguins alongside what appears to be regular human activity. Another page shows a star fort in the same region. These geometric military structures appear worldwide in locations where mainstream history says they shouldn't exist. Where there are town names on maps, there are people.
Yes, there are people. D'Angelo, what's happening? How you doing? Player. Hope everything's good with you, man.
Structures appear worldwide in locations where mainstream history says they shouldn't exist. Where there are town names on maps, there are people. So who lived in Antarctica? The indigenous populations of Tierra del Fuego include groups called the Yagan, Selknam, and Haush. Historians treat them as separate tribes speaking unrelated languages, but when you actually look at their words, customs, and ceremonies, they're clearly connected. The Yagan language is labeled an isolate by academics, meaning it supposedly has zero connection to any other language on Earth, but the evidence suggests otherwise. Their word for flame is sola. In ancient European languages, sol means sun. The word for witch is kaspix, from Casper, an old German term. Their word for God is wataineva, using ancient Germanic roots. The word for love is kur, the same root in the English word cure. The word lutiamaka means to hollow out. In Old German, lut means to work clay. The word for cut is asokata, similar to Old German asokata, meaning this is how you cut it. The name Yagan itself comes from ancient German meaning to hunt, and hunting is exactly what they did. The Selknam people take their name from ancient German word for seal, an animal central to their mythology.
Open panel. 420 if you got that shit.
Mythology and survival. I want to thank you all so much. We've grown to over 9,000 subscribers, and that genuinely, if you could, and if Hain, a word from Old German meaning sacred places and sites of sacrifice. During these rituals, they wore long pointed masks and painted their bodies to represent beings from other realms. Their primary deity was Temaugel, meaning the Maker El. The goddess of the underworld was Halpen, from Alpen, the German word for mountains. According to their creation stories, ancestral beings called the Hauen shaped the earth and waters. These beings were sent from beyond the celestial dome in the sky. The Haush people got their name from the German word Haus, meaning house. The Yagan were also called Yamana, ancient German for the men of God. One researcher noted that Haush has no meaning in the Selknam language, but in Yagan, Haush means kelp. But there's a simpler explanation. These groups spoke related dialects of the same language family. The Yagan were also called Yamana, which is ancient German for the men of God, Ya-mana. The Haush called themselves Monakenk, which has the same meaning. The Yagan.
Fucking adverts. Jesus Christ.
The Yagan, Selknam, and Haush were the same people, sharing customs and similar languages. Captain James Cook encountered the Haush in 1769 and wrote they were perhaps as miserable a set of people as are this day upon earth. Charles Darwin visited Tierra del Fuego in 1832 aboard the HMS Beagle. He noted the Haush resembled the Patagonians he'd seen earlier, but were living as what he called stunted, miserable wretches. But consider this contradiction. The merchant Amerigo Vespucci, the man America is named after, sailed to the Antarctic region in the late 1400s and early 1500s. He wrote detailed accounts of what he found, a vast, fertile land with more animals than Africa, people living in enormous buildings capable of housing thousands. Yet when Cook and Darwin arrived just a few centuries later, those same populations were living almost naked in wooden huts that burned easily during constant tribal warfare. What happened between Vespucci's time and theirs? Old maps show indigenous people in the region as white-skinned. Early drawings from South America in the 1500s consistently show white natives. Travelers in the 1800s found the indigenous people of Tierra del Fuego had become darker over generations. One map shows Antarctic Tierra del Fuego separated from South America by the Magellan River. The Strait of Magellan is the waterway that still separates South America from Tierra del Fuego today. The drawing is made from the Antarctic perspective, showing the place as fertile, warm, and populated. Today, Tierra del Fuego is freezing cold. The map shows unusual town names with what feels like a pre-flood character, places called Draconis. There's a mix of languages, the Erste Enge, which is German for the first narrow, Dutch-sounding places like Groot Wal, meaning big whale, and Verbeek, a Jewish-sounding place called Abraham, several Spanish labels. This clearly points to a borderless world where anyone could travel and claim land. According to Selknam tradition, humans were created by a being called El Lal. Anyone familiar with ancient linguistics will recognize that name immediately. It connects to creator deity patterns across multiple supposedly unconnected cultures. The last surviving Selknam were captured in the 1800s and displayed as animals in zoos across Europe. The Germans who paid to view them had no idea they were looking at their own distant genetic relatives. When European explorers
explored, you know what happens when European explores, right? When the European man explores, you know what happens.
When European explorers first arrived after what records describe as a cataclysmic period, they found tribes in constant warfare. Most people lived in wooden huts that could be burned down easily, leaving naked populations without shelter. The natives reportedly traded their daughters to European arrivals in exchange for food. They seemed like survivors of collective.
Did you hear that? The native exchanged their daughters for food. Nah, you know it was the other way around. You know the natives, the travelers, right? They wanted the daughters, right? They wanted the daughters. We know how it goes with these Hollywood PDFs and everything. Right, we know how it goes. Give us your young daughter. We'll make sure she's fine. We'll bring her back and blah, blah, blah. We'll give you food. We'll give you warmth and all of that stuff, right? We've seen it happen. We know it happens.
Collective trauma. Multiple accounts describe widespread cannibalism. Drawings from the 1400s to 1600s show disturbing patterns. Red-haired people who look nearly identical. Does that point towards severe inbreeding in isolated populations? Historical
What, red hair equals inbreeding? No, it can't be that, can it?
accounts describe these people as exceptionally well built, muscular, and reaching ages around 150 years. Why were they in such a terrible state when Europeans found them? The most logical explanation is their civilization was destroyed. They were collectively traumatized and descended into chaos. Both travelers and modern anthropologists have accused the Yagan and Selknam of cannibalism. Interestingly, their own mythology casts cannibal giants as the villains. The Yagan have extensive cosmological
Ah, cannibal giants as the villains. That sounds a bit like Attack on Titan. Right? Attack on Titan.
myths, including stories of a great flood. Anthropologists have collected over 60 separate Yagan oral traditions mentioning.
What? Hold on. The moon is linked to Hanux. The flood is linked to Hanux. The moon is figurative to tide. Blah, blah, blah. Okay.
The Great Flood. This event was clearly of massive importance to them. Something catastrophic happened, something that changed the climate, froze Antarctica, and left surviving populations struggling in primitive conditions. According to ancient accounts, Antarctica may have been the legendary land of giants. Stories.
That's a point. You know what? I didn't even think about that. The flood, the Great Flood, right? Now they say the moon is responsible for the waters, right? The tides and all these things. I wonder if the moon was really responsible for the Great Flood. I wonder if the moon was responsible. The moon plays a part in everything, is what I'm trying to say. Great Flood. If the moon controls the tides and the waters, maybe that was the reason for the Great Flood, the moon. Maybe they've already burst open the dome, the firmament, the moon, whatever you want to call it.
Stories say these giants were offspring of forbidden unions between fallen angels and humans, and they were eliminated in a flood. Maybe that's why their continent froze. Most giants, especially in older accounts, were hostile to humans. They enslaved them, they ate them. Perhaps the cannibalism seen in later human populations was learned behavior, mimicking what they'd witnessed or experienced from the giants. The timeline gets complicated. This was happening in the early 1500s based on the maps and accounts. There must have been multiple progressive floods that gradually changed Earth's climate and buried Antarctica under ice. A 1507 map shows North America almost completely underwater except for the Rocky Mountains. Earlier maps don't show this level of flooding. Something was happening in stages. News service Reuters called this 1507 map a puzzle for researchers because it names America and accurately shows South America plus an ocean beyond, which according to accepted timelines it shouldn't. The same map shows a pyramid capstone at the North Pole.
Yeah, the pyramid capstone. Look at that. We know what's going on there. I've touched on this already, right? Touched on that already. What does that look like? Got it inverted though, right? You gotta invert that bitch. Boom, boom. There you go. Right there. Right there. If it's an inverted row, right? You have to invert that. And that's what you get. You get the pyramid up top, right? This is like your roof.
The evidence points to several catastrophic events, perhaps one around 1250, another in the 1500s, another in the 1700s. Progressive disasters that gradually transformed the Earth. Just like Greenland went from green to frozen, Antarctica went from fertile to buried under ice. The pattern is clear. Our world experienced dramatic climate shifts far more recently than we're told. When you look at academic treatments of ancient history, you find primitive hunter-gatherers at an ice age that supposedly began 2.4 million years ago. When you look at old maps, explorer accounts, and indigenous oral traditions, you find something completely different. Advanced structures, catastrophic floods, civilizations that rose and fell in cycles. The linguistic connections between the Yaghan, Selknam, and ancient Germanic languages suggest a much more interconnected ancient world than we're taught. A world where Antarctica was green, fertile, and populated. A world that was destroyed. In the next video, I'm going to show you something even more shocking. Make sure you're subscribed.
Yeah, good stuff, my man. Cheers. Yeah, there's plenty more land out there. Shit wasn't frozen. Hell no. Yeah, that wasn't frozen. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, they're definitely hiding more land. This small little crater. This realm. Yeah, it's definitely hiding more stuff. Where are we? Give me a sec. Oh, Sote sent me something.
Sky is a one-way mirror. We're looking at our own reflection, but they are looking at us. A 2nd century Gnostic.
In a one-way reflection mirror. They're looking at us. Damn. That might not be too far-fetched though. You know, you get that shit in the police station or wherever you go, them one-way mirrors, right? Them interrogation rooms. Maybe that's where they got the idea from.
Master mapped the entire prison architecture above us, and what he found makes the Matrix look like a children's story. Oh yeah, and if you're interested in learning more about Gnosticism and other mystery traditions like Rosicrucianism, Kabbalah, or Hermeticism, make sure to click the link in my bio and request some information, because the doors to the inner sanctum are opening for a limited time very soon. So if you're interested, click the link. And now that you're excited, let's talk about who's behind all this. His name is Basilides, and he was a Gnostic teacher operating in Alexandria, Egypt around 120 AD. He claimed to have received secret teachings directly from the Apostle Peter's interpreter. What he taught was so threatening to early Christianity that the church fathers dedicated entire volumes just to refuting him. He taught that reality isn't one creation. It's actually 365 nested heavens, each one a layer of the cosmic architecture, and each one ruled by its own angelic power called an archon, and we live at the very bottom. Wait, did you just say 365 heavens? That's right. Each heaven is a description.
That's a lot of heavens. That's a lot of layers. That's a lot of layers, my friend. That is a lot of layers. Jeez, 300 and what? Damn.
Is a discrete reality, its own atmosphere, its own rulers, and its own vibrational frequency. Think of them less like floors in a building and more like nested shells, where each one contains everything below it, and each one is invisible to the layer beneath. The number 365 was deeply intentional too. It mirrored the solar year, encoding the radical idea that time itself is an architectural feature of the prison. The calendar that you live by, the cycle of days that structures your entire existence, was built into the cage by the beings who constructed it. You're literally marking time on a clock that your captors installed. Now, Basilides taught that each heaven was populated by its own hierarchy of angels and powers, 365 distinct angelic nations, each one sovereign within its layer, and each one completely unaware of what exists above its own ceiling. The ignorance wasn't just at the bottom, it was structural, built at every single level within its layer.
Go back.
365 distinct.
What's that? I ain't seen this one before. Look how they got the cube up there as well. Got the cube above it, right? The cube is also associated with the moon, right? Because remember, you got Islam, which is a moon religion, right? That's why they have the cube right in the middle of Mecca, right? I remember, I think it may have been China. They claim they've seen a cube structure on the pyramid as well, on the pyramid, on the moon also, right? But the cube is another representation of the construct, or maybe the moon. I'm not saying the moon is square shaped, but that's what they use when they worship, right? The black cube, the black rock. It's got, look at the slight split in it. You got to zoom in, right? You can see a split in this, like a mountain. It almost looks like it's representing a mountain. A split right there, representing something.
Distinct angelic nations, each one sovereign within its layer, and each one completely unaware of what exists above its own ceiling. The ignorance wasn't just at the bottom, it was structural, built into every single level. Okay, so we're at the bottom. Are we trapped here? Can we move up? Now, this is where Basilides gets extraordinarily specific and extraordinarily dangerous to institutional religion at the same time. Each archon governing a heaven demands a toll, not gold, not a sacrifice, but a name. Specific secret name, what Basilides called a mystery word that corresponds to the layer's ruling power. These weren't metaphors, they were understood as literal vibrational keys, sonic codes that, when known and spoken correctly, compelled the archon to step aside and allow the soul to pass upward. The soul ascending through the heavens after death was essentially navigating a cosmic checkpoint system. At each gate, the archon tests the soul. Do you carry the knowledge of this layer? Do you know my name? Do you know your own origin? The soul saturated in gnosis carries these passwords encoded in its very nature. It doesn't fight the archons, it simply renders them powerless by knowing what they are. The soul without gnosis gets turned back, reprocessed, and returned to the bottom floor. Reincarnated. The cycle then continues until the knowing is complete. Okay, fair enough, but what's all this demiurge talk? Well, at the very bottom sits the being that Basilides called the Great Archon, the ruler of our material world. He constructed physical existence genuinely believing himself to be the supreme god. He has no knowledge of the 364 heavens above him. He issues commandments, demands worship, and governs with total confidence from a position of total ignorance. Sound familiar? A powerful administrator who thinks he's at the top, managing a population. The sky.
Demiurge. Ye demiurge. Telling you folks, it all leads back to the eye. Greater light, greater light, greater light. I think there's someone in the back. Let's have a look. Oh, no one in the back. Goodness gracious me. Guy has a mirror. Looking glass. It's definitely something with the mirror and the sky. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Mirror, mirror on the wall. What are they trying to tell us? What are they trying to tell us? Why does everything lead back to the moon? Don't act like it's me just seeing it. I know you folks see it now. I know you see it now. All right, that's what you needed. Bit of guidance. Because it's everywhere. Right? The eye in the sky is everywhere. Uh-oh, we've got trouble. Gone. I put you on stage and you run away. All right? They can't say I don't give them a platform. when I shouldn't be giving them platforms, right? Everybody's got a voice, I suppose. If they're hitting this link, I suppose they got their story to tell, right? If you're hitting London's link, I suppose you have a story to tell. There goes the back door. Oh, it's L. What story could L be telling us? Hello, good evening, L. How can I help you? What story have you got for us today?
Type of story.
Excuse me?
What type of story do you want me to tell?
Story about the moon.
Once upon a time, the silver moon-like shaped aliens lived on it inside the moon. And they cut the moon out with their berry legs.
I'm a butcher. I'm a butcher. I'm a butcher. I'm a butcher. Drop a bomb, Becky. I'm a butcher. I'm a butcher. I'm a butcher.
Good vibes, family. Good vibes to everyone. What if Jesus never died? The extraterrestrial war. I go by the name Pushy Push. Definitely drop a like and subscribe right here to this channel, family. If you're into content that challenges all forms of history, this might be the place to be. But let's get into this one.
Look at this just hovering up there. Is this a real image? Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that. What the hell is going on here? This can't be real, can it? Fascinating.
I've had this question pretty much all my life. Was the Bible truly a spiritual war? Or is it a galactical war? Like when I read the book of Enoch, it comes more off to me as a galactical visit more than a spiritual visit. So, what I'm going to be challenging is a bit of our past, in particularly the Roman time period, because so much has happened during that time, from possible UFO visitations to the possible very death of Jesus or Yeshua. So I'm going to be examining this Roman time period right here because I've noticed that it is quite possible that the fable or the biblical war might have been an alien encounter. So like on this picture right here to the left, it shows a UFO over the Roman Colosseum. What I'm learning is that that time period might have been destroyed by something other than man. So that is what we're going to be looking at. And something else, which is the picture to the right. After this destruction that came about during this time period, during the Roman time period, there was a religious decree that was placed upon the world. So we got a couple aspects of things to look at. And we will also explore how does this affect, the Jesus story of someone dying on a cross. We want to look at that part right there. So it all comes together. And for me, it's more like a galactic war that has been taught to us in the form of a biblical battle.
Hello there, hope you're very well. My name is Paul Smith. I've been a...
Paul, calm down.
So when we get into this, we are starting off in
Ah, here we go again. Jesus Christ. What can I do for you?
Could you tell me a story?
I don't feel like it.
I understand I don't want to bother you. I'm just asking.
Say it one more time.
I don't want to bother you. I'm just asking.
Don't want to bother me, but it's not that you're even bothering me, right? It's just that it sounds way past your bedtime. If you know what I mean, right? It sounds way past your bedtime. If any,
What do you mean by that
hold
exactly?
on, listen. If it seems like it's way past your bedtime, what I'm trying to say is, you seem under the age, right? Now, if you hit my link and you're under the age, you better have a brain and a mind like this man called Einstein, right? Otherwise, it's not gonna work. There you go. See all of that background weird noise. Yeah, we don't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you ain't Einstein, a 13-year-old Einstein or a 12, yeah, this is not gonna work. No, right? Not gonna work. Please. You can't just hit this link and come up here and think it's gonna be roses and kushti and come with something at least. Then I might entertain it. You sound too young to be up here, and it's especially where I know what corner you're coming from, who you watch. Right? You watch that creep, Stephen. We don't. Uh. That's your type of community. That's your people. So you gotta excuse me if I butcher. Right? Yeah, boundaries. There you go. Boundaries. Boundaries. You get me? You know, I've got children. You understand? I wouldn't want them being up on a panel if they're not saying anything respectful or giving any input. Right? They wouldn't even be up here if it's past their bedtime. Like I said, you've got to have a mind like Einstein if you're going to be a child coming up here, right? A mind like Z, right? You've got to have a mind like Z if you're going to be a child coming up here, right? Cheers. God damn. Cheers, S. Not S. What's her name? L. All right. Spoke my vibe now. Jesus Christ. Man, oh man. Oh Lord. You people. When will you learn, man? When will you learn? Someone said creepy voice. A creepy voice. Oh man. Bloody hell. Boy would be loving it right now. Boy, for some reason, Boy likes when L hits the link and yeah. Can't do it. We've come too far to do all that crap, right? We've come too far. Mini Z. A mini Z, you know. Mini Z. Yeah, you gotta be a mini Z, right? Be a mini Z if you're coming up here. And it's past your bedtime. Right? And it's past your bedtime. You gotta be a mini Z. We got any Z? Hold on, where's Z? Let's take a little. Hold on, put this on pause 1 second. Let's see what I've got. It's been a long time since we sing Z and Oh, that's it. No, what did I do? I've erased, not erased, but I've hidden my Z stuff, haven't I? Put them away. Put them away. Oh, we go back for that. Go check Z out. Who's this? Oh my goodness, no. Past your bedtime. Past your, right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna remove myself. I'm gonna give you a minute or two to wow the audience. Don't wow me, wow the audience, and don't run. Don't run. Don't run. Wow the audience, not me.
Okay, I shall wow the audience. London. Ooh, Titus wasted. Ooh,
I'm a butcher. 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 Drop a bomb, Becky. Drop a bomb. Drop a bomb, Becky. I'm a butcher. Jesus Christ. You cringed me out there. What are you doing? Like you're harmonizing like your SWV. What are you harmonizing for? You ain't SWV. What are you doing? Always on my mind. No. No. I told you wow the audience. Give me that moon stuff. Give me that hollow earth stuff. Give me that lens stuff. Give me that nuclear stuff. That's how you're gonna wow my audience. That's how you're gonna wow my audience. Give them what they want. What do you lot even want? What do you want? Let them know what you want. Put it in the chat. What do you folks want? I shouldn't be speaking for you people. What do you want? I was waiting for junglist. Are you ready? Boom! Yeah. You get me? We want bars. Tell them we want. Hold on. 1 second. 1 second. We want bars, right? Oh, 1 second. Where's that thing? Give me some bars. Give you some bars. Where's it gone? No, not there. Not there. Not there. Not there. Give me a second. Give your boy a second. Ah, that's what we want. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Don't be scared. You want bars, right? Where's it gone? All right. Boom.
Swiveling round in a chair in the evil air like I've been expecting you. If the girlfriend gets taken charge, it all I'm saying, just let her choose. They put limits on man and I did more than they expected to. I'm up in the cave, I told you I'm done with the game, so I'm coming for the rest of you. She thought I was extra cute until she saw what the left could do. But the girl's legs
She's over there, them what's good.
like I had a stun gun and a prison on electrocute. If you saw me in Copeland Park, I was in Jumpy getting juice. She just put her
Check them back. Reload. Reload.
swiveling round in a chair in the evil air like I've been expecting you. If the girlfriend gets taken charge, it all I'm saying, just let her choose.
Swiveling around in my evil chair like I've been expecting you. Jeez, cold.
They put limits on man and I did more than they expected to. I come from the cave, I told you I'm done with the games, I'm coming for the rest of you. She thought I was extra cute until she saw what the left could do. But the girl's legs shaking like I had a stun gun and a pressing on electrocute.
Had your girls naked like a foot on an electric cue. Cold.
If you saw me in Copeland Park, I was in Jumbie getting juice. She just put her nails in a Yola and she gave me an extra food.
Cold. Bars, you see me? Only if you understand that you would understand. Cold. Swiveling around in my chair in my evil lair like I've been expecting you. Cold. Yeah, I've been expecting you. Bars. That's how we do it down there in London. Grand old chat room. So what is new, man? What is new? Uh-oh, what happened to my... Hold on. Yuri. Check. Yuri. Alright, that's better. I hear it back. Much better. Oh, back door. Gone. Shook. Shook. Mm-mm. They don't come close to London. That's what they're pissed about.
Hello.
Told you, look at the title. Look at the name, look.
London.
Look. Told you, I'm always right.
Hello.
Look. She can't even hear me.
London.
It's past your bedtime.
London. Hello.
They want bars. Give them some bars.
Come back. Please come back.
Butcher. I'm a butcher. We want bars. We want this. What do you mean?
Swiveling round in a chair in the evil lair like I've been expecting you. If your girlfriend gets taken charge, it all I'm saying, just let her choose. They put limits on man and I did more than they expected to. I come from the cave, I told you I'm done with the games, I'm coming for the rest of you. She thought I was extra cute until she saw what the left could do. But the girl's legs shaking like I had a stun gun and a pressing on electrocute. If you saw me in Copeland Park, I was in Jumbie getting juice. She just put her nails in a Yola and she gave me an extra food.
Woo! And she gave me an extra boo. Hey, bars, like I've been expecting you. Crazy. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, wait. Hold on. Don't be scared. Where is it? Oh, no, I gotta put you there real quick. I'll show you what she wants. This is what she wants. Hold on, don't run. This is what they want. This is what they want, right? This is what she wants. This is what we want, I suppose, as well, right? Let our hair down for a bit. Hold on. Don't be scared. Where is she? She back there? Elle, hit this link. Come back. We got something for you. Come back. I got hot chocolate with your name on it. Come back. Hot chocolate with your name on it. Hot cocoa. All right? Hot cocoa with your name on it. Come back. We got something for you. All right? We got something for you. Come back. Where's my drink? Actually, scratch that. We go ahead without you. Boom.
You look so duped as a species of humanity that most of humanity looks like they're severely mentally retarded.
By the way, this is who, you know, Elle idolized. This is who Elle wants to have a conversation with. I don't know why, for the like of me. I really don't know why anybody would win a conversation with this creature. Right, this parasite. Oh, there we go. There we go. Don't talk. Oh, excuse you. 1 second.
Why do you say that?
Don't talk. Just watch and listen. You talk, I'm a
Okay,
butcher.
then I'll just
If you
pretend I'm
talk, I'm a butcher.
Fine.
If you talk, I'm a butcher. Stay muted. Just watch. This is your king.
They want to stay at the lowest level, thinking, well, if Steven says 33 or puts a 33 minute long video, that must mean he's a Freemason. So I'll leave a comment on his channel asking, are you a Mason? Like, I just don't want to deal with retards. That's all.
Flashback. Orange equals 33. And
Right out the gate. Orange equals 33. What a loser. Let's keep going.
look at the Freemasonic pose, holding on to the glasses that way. It's all right there. It's all right there.
Well, if Steven says 33 or puts a 33 minute long video, that must mean he's a Freemason. Like, I just don't want to deal with retards. That's all.
Flashback. Freemasonry. I'm highlighting my right eye close. You see me now? I'm pointing it out for you.
Well, if Steven says 33 or puts a 33 minute long video, that must mean he's a Freemason. Like, I just don't want to deal with retards. That's all.
Flashback. What a freaking deceiver. And underneath
Flashback.
the brim of his cap is the Masonic checkerboard.
Well, if Steven says 33 or puts a 33 minute long video, that must mean he's a Freemason. Like, I just don't want to deal with retards. That's all.
Flashback. Don't look at the warning sign, the Freemasonry.
Like, I just don't want to deal with retards. That's all. Like, I just don't want to deal with retards. That's all. Like, I just don't want to deal with retards. That's all.
You put stuff like this on the brick wall, the masonry. She has a brick wall here.
No, there's no brick wall there. Step hen, if you look closely, there's no brick wall there. Right? Where can you see bricks? There's no bricks there. There's no brick there, right? Pay attention.
Like, I just don't want to deal with retards. That's all.
Dream that we're in.
No, that's not a creepy fucking reptilian, is it?
With no evidence. It's just, it's
You fucking reptilian.
retarded. That's the way you look overall as a species to me. And I suspect you look that way to these entities. You look like absolute retards, retarded slaves.
This is the kid, or the guy rather. Right? This is the person running their mouth. Right? Look at this retarded
And I suspect
slave.
you look that way to these entities. You look like absolute.
This is the person running This is the person running their mouth. Right? He's got company. Right? He's got company. Look at his friend. Right? Get a load of the friend, first of all, right? You gotta introduce the friend, first of all, right? Hello, friend. Say hello. Oh, is that right? Okay. He said he would like to have a conversation with L. Maybe at a later stage. Maybe at a later stage. Let's look at this guy right here. This one right here. Look at this person right here. It looks like you could fit about 3 helicopters on this face right here. Right? Like you could just fit like 3 helicopters right there. Big face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Helicopter face.
Can we go to the Google images and compare this picture
I'm a
with a
butcher.
picture of something else?
I'm a
No,
butcher.
don't boot me. Don't.
I'm a butcher. What did you want to compare it to?
Wanted to compare it to another image of a person to see if they're related.
Doubt it. Nothing's related to this thing. Nothing from
No,
human
there is. There's a
existence is
cartoon
related.
character
I'm a
called
butcher.
Susie Mun
I'm a
Bubbler.
butcher.
No.
Quiet, quiet. Nothing in human existence is related to this
Okay, I know
thing.
you keep saying I'm gonna boot you,
Right.
but can we just look up a Google image of a cartoon character?
Absolute retards. Retarded slaves. And you behave like it.
Look at that. Look at him and his friends. Huh? Look at this guy and his friends. Playing with does anybody still play with dolls in the chat room? Put a 1 if you play with dolls still. Put a 2 if you don't. Maybe you all do. Sorry if I'm judging you. All right.
You behave like it.
Stay home.
And you behave like it.
Save lives.
And you behave like it. Severely mentally retarded. And you behave like it.
Look at that face. Only a
Severely.
mum only a mum could love, right? Only a mum could kind of love, right? Only a mum could kind of love. She's like, that's my baby, I suppose. That's my baby, I suppose. Yeah, how you doing, baby? Yeah.
Mentally retarded.
You're seeing some sorcery, some magic. I'm a magical being.
Severely mentally retarded.
Look at the black eyes, though. Jesus. It's like a big panda. It's like a panda without the ears, right? Without the fur and the ears. Panda, 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 panda. Whoop. I got balls in Atlanta.
Severely mentally retarded. Severely mentally retarded.
Freddy Krueger.
Severely mentally retarded.
Look at that face. My God. Look at that face.
Severely mentally.
Yeah. Did you see how that doll came out of nowhere? Look. Look.
Severely mentally retarded. Severely.
Yeah. Take that back.
Severely mentally retarded.
Oh man. Oh god, that was quick multiplying right there, right? That was multiplying right there. We got a trinity of insaneness right here. We got the holy trinity of insaneness right here. Look at this. Look at that.
Severely mentally retarded.
Look at that. Oh Lord. Wowzers. This is wild.
Guru.
Look at that. Where's your lips? Got one big hanging bottom lip. Why you got no top lip? Where's your top lip gone, my friend? Are you still evolving? Is it yet to come? Your top lip's yet to evolve, my friend. Where's your top lip? Just got one big droopy bottom lip. Right?
Severely mentally retarded.
Look at this thing. It just stinks like a.
Listen, wow. One thing I've learned about YouTube, you gotta use people's own words against them, and it makes much more sense, right? Use their own words against them. Use their own words against them, right? Crazy. Oh man. Swerve that. Back to the chat room. So yeah, that's who Elle wants to conversate with. Right, Elle? That's your friend there, right? That's your friend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you see in him?
But can we look on the Google?
Well, no,
I
forget the
see it.
Google. Forget the Google right now. What are you seeing, Stephen? Let us know. Inquiring minds want to know. How
I
old
see
are
him
you as
where?
well? How old are you?
I've told you before.
You haven't told me.
You might not remember, but I have.
Okay, I forgot. Tell me.
But then if I say my age, you'll just say, no, you're lying.
No, try us again. Try us. We might believe
You'll
you.
just say, I'm a butcher. You're just going to say, I'm a butcher.
We might believe you this time around.
52.
52. Hitting us with the 7. So you're 7, right? So really you're 7.
What do you mean 7? I'm 52.
You're 52. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
How old's your mother?
53.
Oh, butcher. That was a good one. But I have to mute you for that. I'm a butcher. I'm a butcher. I'm a butcher. Yeah. Wild, right? Wild. 53. 57. You got me. Mm-mm. Yeah, you got me. Good stuff. Wild. 420 if you got that, I suppose, eh? Yeah, we can see the chat room now. That's much better. We got everybody involved today. Salutes to you folks, man. Salute. I've been expecting you. Swiveling around in my chair in my evil lair like I've been expecting you. Cold, 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 cold. You know what I mean? So what's new? No one got nothing new? I've got some things for... Cece, I got your message. Thank you. I'll probably do that on our next show. I got something from Lizzo also. I'll probably leave that for a moon day, right? A mound day. Most of the stuff that you lot send to me, right? I'm gonna start to save it for our mound days, right? Our moon days, right? Meaning Mondays, right? We do more of our moon stuff on a moon day. That makes more sense, right? So don't worry, we just archive it, we lock it down till moon day, and then boom. Yeah, rolling. Mad Mac in the building. What's happening? So what's this about? I don't know. Oh, that means you still play with dolls, is it? Thorns and Splinters still plays with dolls. Interesting. Interesting. Maybe that's another one of Team Evil. So, L, you representing Team Evil then, basically. Okay. Salutes out to Team Evil. Interesting. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. But yeah, geez, and it's definitely past your bedtime. Yes, past your bedtime. You gave it away. You said 52. That's really 7. Right? You're 7 years of age. Yeah, 7 years of age. Excuse me. What's that one? I'll save that one for another time. We touched on the. Oh, this is wild. Have a look at this. Imagine someone hitting you with this. Look at this. So that's him in the background over here now, right? Watch him. He's over here in the background. He's aiming for this car. Look, this guy is ready for war. Look at the stance. Look at him. He's on stuff. Look at that. I wonder who's in that car, right? The mayor. So the mayor was in it, right? Is this an armored car? Apparently, this meant to be an armored car, right? But the mayor's inside of it. Who's filming that? Right, who's filming that? Why did we have to see that? Why did they show us that as well? Look, right by the star, right? Right by the star. He turned down the road with the star, right? Interesting, all right? You turned down the road with the star. Look, I mean, look at this car. This ain't getting away from anybody. Look how slow it's moving. I could have ran faster than this car. Look at it. Look, it's still there. It's still there. Look. Madness. Wicked world we're living in. Wicked world we're living in. Be careful. Innit? Staged. Staged. That must have been staged. I don't know. I've heard it's been going down in Mexico. I heard it's been going down in Mexico. But yeah, stuff like that could be staged. You never know. Most definite. Trying to send a message out there, right? Any final words before we get out of here, El?
You mean before you end the live stream?
There you go.
Yeah. The final words are, please don't kick me off, but can you tell me your adaptation of the Rapunzel story to do with me, Al, to do with Stephen?
The what story?
Your version, as in your interpretation of the Rapunzel story to do with me, Al, as in Stephen.
I'm a butcher. 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 Wild. Swiveling around in my chair in my evil lap. What? I've been expecting you.
Swiveling round in a chair in the evil lair like I've been expecting you. If your girlfriend gets taken charge, it all I'm saying, just let her choose. They put limits on man and I did more than they expected to. I come from the cave, I told you I'm done with the game, now I'm coming for the rest of you. She thought I was extra cute until she saw what the left could do. But the girl's legs shaking like I had a stun gun and I'm pressing on the electric cue. If you saw me in Copeland Park, I was in Jumpy getting juice. She just put her nails in a Yola and she gave me an extra food.